this is what I'm telling you. When you not talk about me, talk about me with respect. Do not disrespect me, because I not disrespect no man.
When they tell me of the buy of business, waiting for me when I die.
Nation, to be totally honest, the vocals weren't 100 for that performance. Although some are saying that's only the pain in Josh's voice. But the energy, the vibes, the performance, the meaning behind the song, I guess it was all that mattered.
But as sure as the sun will shine, I'm gonna make my way. What's mine? And then the harder them fall, one and all.
Still, Nation, let us get to the topics.
Yeah, boy.
So from the other day, Beenie Man and the Vybz Kartel been going at it over the title of the King of the Dancehall. And to be real, so far it would appear as if Beenie Man is losing the battle. Kartel has his fan base, Beenie Man has his fan base. But the thing is, Vybz Kartel fan base definitely more active on social media. And the best believe that they are having a field day with Beenie Man. For example, they are showing clips of Vybz Kartel and the Beenie Man arriving in the airport overseas.
Ready for America.
And no, Nation, we all know that the cricket was not there with Beenie Man at the airport. So as mentioned, Nation, Beenie Man get a pressure, but Beenie now back down. Beenie still at your office. This is Beenie Man on a recent episode of Drink Champs.
You can't have a DJ on stage. We are dancehall artists. We are reggae artists. We do band. We do drum and bass and guitar and keyboards and all these things.
Live music.
So this is what we do. Live music. Mm-hmm. And you do not perform for 25 minutes on your own goddamn show. Mm. You do not. You do 1 hour, then you introduce your guests.
Right.
Mm. What are you doing? You do. And then you won't tell me that you're a king of dancers. You tell, I want to stop somebody. Excuse me, I want to get a knife. Okay.
No.
I'm going to stop myself.
We don't want. Can it be more than one king?
Of music? Of dancehall?
Of dancehall.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Who else is the king of pop? I was crown king. I wasn't asking for it. Somebody put a crown on my head, like, paf, and give me some plaque, some big plaque, like, yes, you've been doing this for so much years, and baby, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden you come in and say, yeah, man, resign. That's disrespectful. I'm a bad man.
Like a coup.
But did he say resign? Did he say that, or was it?
The man said, am I the old king, man, the new king? I mean, so why are you telling you?
Best believe, Nation, Vybz Kartel fans, them are toe-to-toe with Beenie Man about what was said in that interview. Well, them are clamp down on everything Beenie Man say or do pertaining to Vybz Kartel, which I guess is what led to Beenie Man going live, where he had this to say.
I have some things in my country address. All of my fans and well-wishers, me just want to talk to me for a minute. About 2 weeks ago, I went to Boom Sunday, and then I dance and ting. I walk past and boom, I said, DJ, I left, sir, boom, sir. Go up on stage, so, you know, I come from foreign and I go back to foreign. So I chat one look, so boom, I said, hold on, I have a song for premiere. So the way we move said that, no, I don't know, because I don't give him a song. Palmer not give him a song. Wife not give him a song, so I don't know which song he might play. So he actually play the song, me get the song, but the song go good. Because the partner sang and I said, the man is real, my car. Boom man said, open them over there, attack, and pull up. And go say, boom man, chop back the song again, and the next part I said, bap, that one more dead from over port. And the man I said, and pull up the song again, and 2 other people come down, money pull up. So the song play about 4 times, so I walk out of the dance. The next day, me say, me embarrass myself, come and play a song and song flap. How that man premiere a song for me, a grand spend, with Pop Slave, or Boom Boom, and me not get no forward. If they will premiere my 80-year-old song, the place about same way. Because that is grand spend, it's our place. Next thing, if me I go release a class song, I go release a song and I do on the rhythm. But the man come out and say, I am not into no lyrical argument with nobody. So me that look like a fool if me I come out with a war song, don't it? So Me and my management team come together, and my wife come together and say, alright, we don't want to hear that song there again. So, one girl road, get $2 million, say, for give the street. So she have an opportunity to stop the song from play. Because she don't want to hear it. So that's what she do. Man, them come out and say, she pay for Kartel song full of lies. You stop it, man. Because you see me, certain individuals, you have to know how to deal with them. And you have to know, so when you're a warrior, you're a warrior. And me a warrior, you know that. Because I've been there, done that, now me I wear the t-shirt. You see it? Another thing, what happened now? A lot of things are going on and I talk about this, I talk about that, I talk about this and I talk about that. Listen to what I say. You see me, I am not here to worry no man. Because me and Beenie Man, me work hard to build this. Me fight hard to kick off the international load that dancehall artists can become international. Ask anyone who is really a dancehall artist. Ask anyone. See? So I don't want nobody to go around and call up my name the wrong way because when it comes to disrespect, I'm not going to deal with that. Because I'm not disrespect no man. And I don't want people to call up my name and say, me a argue and me a this and this petty and this and that. Because when somebody message me, them not petty, but when me come and defend myself, me petty. That doesn't make sense. I just want people to know, say I'm here working, making my money, make sure my family alright, and make sure say everything good. And you have to know these things. So when you see me come live, don't come live. See it? This is how we matter. You have to know, say, the life of me is not an easy life because I've been getting fights since I was 5 years of age. Now, I do this thing named Drink Champ the other day. Why do you think the show named Drink Champ? You're supposed to drink. Guess what I never know? I water me a drink on the show. That you never know. So every time I see them say, take a drink, a water. Take a drink, a water. The last 2 drinks come pour the back where they're on the table is water. Then I say, I look drunk and I liar. You have to stop it, man. Because all I do a cloud. And the man not right from my back go nowhere. You can't stop it. Let me tell you, the blackers them way are against me. You don't stop it. Because you know disrespect and I don't know if you do with it. Stop come and sit down for my name like back pocket work. Me I beg you, no, please, me I beg the item. Just leave me alone. I've done so many things at this music right here, which is dancehall music. See it? Alright? I remember when Mr. Mande kicked down Ninja Man on stage. And then I called him. I'm a governor. Then I pulled. Then I looked at me and said, you have to pick up this man's career because Jamaica will kill him. And me I said, alright, don't worry about it. I can't find everyone on the stage. Even when you come on and say, Beenie Man, you're king for your banner to your mother belly. And my stage in the pan. And everything is upon the internet you can see it. Every time you see me and him on my stage in the pan because somebody asked me not to leave him alone. Him work on the stage till the next year and get a show for himself. We go to New York, him go up on the stage, the people them don't want to hear him. Go up on the stage and make the people them know say my DJ. Make him chat and the people them listen to him. Alright? When him and certain individual in a war from rescue, you can't know that. And him go under the DJ, so why should I bad mind this man? Why should I fight against this man? See it? Me, I have everything in me. I work for it. It's not like you sit down and say, alright. May I go for that, may I go for this, and may I go for that. I work for it. Everything where you see me gain in music, I go for it. Work hard for it. 11 DJ of the year, oh God, how many things that I have achieved in music is because I work hard. So I don't want some local man to go out and want sit down for my name like I can done my career. I cannot even touch my career because I'm done name Beenie Man already. I cannot bust again. I just listen if you know. All I can do is get a next #1. Now all I can do is get a next award because all I'm going to do is do it again. So please, see, I beg you, leave me, man. I am not back pocket rap. I am Beenie Man. And it's one me, one king, one and only. And this is what I try to tell you. This is no, don't take this as no mistake. Blaggers, stop disrespect me. Put some respect for my name. Me I tell you no, me I beg you no, me I ask you no, me I tell you no. Put some respect on my name. So to all my fans out there, who know what it is to be me and know how long I've been here doing this music, show them who it is. show them who I am. Show them what we can do. Because we are powerful and we are strong. And we are strong all over the world. Not one place, not two places, not three places, not only in our diaspora where we live in, but around the world. I've been there, done that. Toured the world 2 times. Been there, done that. So, when you talk, bloggers, please, watch how you talk. And mind what you say about me. Because me this. My first Billboard song was World Dance. Second one was Girl Them Sugar. What the fact, I get 2 songs from one rhythm. Girls Them Sugar and Roll Me. Then SimseIf I go so poof and knock them out. Then before that it was I will do anything just for you. It's like everything we do just tear down the world. Me go stand the best specialist Billboard. Me produce it Billboard. So this is what I'm telling you. When you not talk about me, talk about me with respect. Do not disrespect me because I not disrespect no man. Because when the artist come out and say, you don't know worry nobody. So I decide not to put out the Clash song because that look foolish. Because if one come out and say I'm not worried, where you worried for? That doesn't make sense. So that song wasn't a Clash song. So I stop. Clothes, stop, tell lies. So please, me a beg you. Stop clothes for my name because I'm not right for my background. I want to stop it. Please, me a beg the idea. Just please, let me just relax and make some money out of dancehall music. Because every man they have to do the same thing. The big every man can get the moon slice. Me can't get yours, you can't get mine. Mine is mine. So, you're not going to kick off my door because that can't happen. You're not going to chop off my head because that can't happen. Them can't jape me up and box me up. True, that can't happen. Them a cloud. Stop cloud for me, please. Me a beg you. So all of my fans, tell them to stop. That's all me telling you to do. Just tell them to stop. Because only I'm my only defense. And me am my only defender. See? So from me stand firm, only just stand firm. Because just watch them. Because what them try to do, it don't make no sense. Because you can't stop this non-tall whatsoever. You can't warn a child. You can't stop me. Yeah.
About Vybz Kartel though, he's over in America, expected to be at the Grammys. Also expected to win.
For that, that is the greatest.
Nation Spice Hell No School Tour, which I think began at St. Catherine High. The tour is not about performance, nothing like that. It's about uplifting, motivating, educating the youths. Some people weren't up for it though, and they made that known. For example, Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth.
Until and unless this lady renounce and denounce that behavior, conduct, and lifestyle that she portrays in her videos and also is evident in her songs, she is in no place and position to influence and to talk to and to mentor any of our children. She does not qualify. We need to call a spade a spade. And when you talk about love, of course I love her. And that is why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. There is an all-out push to normalize vulgarity, lewdness, crudeness, right across the spectrum in Jamaica. And we're seeing it coming from all different angles. And our schools are being targeted.
The small backlash had a huge impact. It led to Spice considering cancelling her tour. But the majority had Spice in her defense. Hence the reason why Spice recently sat with Minister Olivia Babsy Grange, a few others, and also who appear to be a pastor. Don't know if Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth they're saying is the pastor, but there was a pastor also present.
So whether you are a fan of me or not, it doesn't mean that the kids are not a fan of me. So whether you feel like I don't influence them or not, I influence them. So the fact that I influence them, I may be the one that can speak to them and say this is wrong, whether you think it's right or wrong. Now I'm going to go into the Bible, since as we went into the Bible as well, and I'm going to quote a scripture. So if you want to open your scripture and let us read, let us go to 1 Corinthians And in 1 Corinthians, and I'm a woman of King Street first, and I do this verse 27. It says, 1 Corinthians 1. But God hath chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. For me, I think you look at me foolish. So this meeting was necessary because today I hope I'll be able to confound the wise, and I'm going to continue. God hath chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things that are mighty. I see the church as being mighty, and that is what is happening, because something that should have been encouraging the children, the mighty church, Mr. said, it was the same God that never cast out anyone. He was a man of God that joined force with everyone. When they brought to him, because you used that word, Mr. Shutterwords, and said, I'm promiscuous, or I'm talking about sexual accusations about me, and he said that I was promiscuous. Now, when I look at that word means a woman that sleeps around with more than one man. I've only had 2 public relationships in my entire life. I'm 42 years old. So that was very wrong from a pastor coming from his mouth to say those things about me. Now, when you made your speech, you said you don't know anything about me. Yet you went on to elaborate and you speak on my character more than one time. So it shows that you do know about me. So that again is another lie. So what I want us to realize here is that we're talking of the issue of school. We're speaking on the issue of school. But I want the church to realize that you cannot do it alone. When you're grooming a child, it takes more than one party to raise the child, which is why the Ministry of Education is saying that they needed to speak to the parents, because whatever is affecting that child at home, it affects them in their accusations about me, and he said that I was promiscuous. Now, when I look at that word means a woman that sleeps around with more than one man. I've only had 2 public relationships in my entire life. I'm 42 years old. So that was very wrong from a pastor coming from his mouth to say those things about me. Now, when you made your speech, you said you don't know anything about me. Yet you went on to elaborate and you speak on my character more than one time. So it shows that you do know about me. So that again is another lie. So what I want us to realize here is that we're talking of the issue of school. We're speaking on the issue of school. But I want the church to realize that you cannot do it alone. When you're grooming a child, it takes more than one party to raise the child, which is why the Ministry of Education is saying that they needed to speak to the parents, because whatever is affecting that child at home, it affects them in their reality. When they brought the woman to him that they thought she was selling herself or whatever, and he was the one that replied and said, let he that is without sin cast the first stone. So because you use your scripture, I want you to use my scripture as well, because I am a woman of God and I read my Bible. And I use all those scriptures and I can continue. I can speak also on David. When Samuel went to anoint the brothers, the father did cast out David and think he was not fit enough because he was dirty and in the field. This is how the church is making me feel, which is why I'm going into the Bible so much to speak on these different issues. Because the church is making me feel like I'm cast out on a side and I'm not good enough to speak to the children. So I'm using all these scriptures so that the church can hear me. When Samuel went to David's house, there was other brothers that was there that was clean and more fitting, and the father thought that those were the brothers that should have become king, and that was the one that Saul should have anointed. But when the father brought these brothers in front of Samuel, God said to Samuel, no, he rejected them. Those are not the brothers. And so Samuel said, you must have another child. So there's someone, and the father said, no man, he's a little dirty boy. You don't want that one. He's out in the field keeping the sheep. You know what my story is leading to? The church is casting me out. But you're casting me out, not knowing that God can use me to get the message across. Because before I came here, the schools that the Ministry of Education was mentioning was already having 0 passes. Before I said I was going to do a school tour, which means there's a problem that is already existing in the school. So while the church may feel like, oh, it's the church alone must do this and the church, you don't know how God moves. God moves in mysterious ways. So I am very saddened to know that the church, who should have come and joined force with me to go into the school to speak with this, is casting me aside, as like David was casted by in outside when he was doing the sheep, when David was the one and everybody thought it was the other way around. So let me just come out of the Bible a little bit, because I was staying there since I'm dealing with the church. Kids, they learn from influences. That is why when we do the lewd lyrics, we get blamed for the way the kids behave. So if I, as Spice, because you say you cannot separate the two, even though when you go on the pulpit and you preach as a preacher, when you're the woman and preach to your kids them, so you go back to being a parent. But you say we cannot separate the two, right? So let us just work with the facts that we cannot separate the two. Let's just work with me being an influencer. You said my lewd lyrics are influencing these children. So why the Spice, since I can't be myself and I can't be Grace Hamilton, why the Spice that the church feel like is bringing the children astray should not be the same Spice to go back and tell them that this is wrong, to say no? Because my tour was not a performance tour, so I'm not sure where we were being misled, because the church keeps speaking about the songs that I sing, the lyrics that I sing, the content of my music video. I wasn't showing any music videos. I wasn't performing any songs. You guys are speaking on a song that I have released, and I'm kind of clueless, but you guys said you can't separate the two, which is fine. If Ali Berry, who is an actress, should come here and wants to go into the school, I'm sure she would not be stopped. Yes, if I turn on my television, she have videos and movies where she performs them on TV. I don't know if I should say the word naked or nude. So I feel like there's a selective outrage coming from the church against me, because might I also add that I don't need to mention any names, but there have been other of my peers that has been doing performance my story, and so it is very relatable for a child who is probably in the same position as me within the school that is struggling or come from humble beginnings to see me coming out. You may be looking at Spice, but they see a success story, and that success story is still behind the Spice, whether you like it or not. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businesswoman. I have managed to have over 10 properties. I do estate, I do real estate, I have businesses, I do more of a Spice brand, but I am a multifaceted success story, and people can relate to me because I share that I used to walk barefoot, I share that I used to be homeless, I share that I come from humble beginnings, I share all these different things that kids will look at me and learn from. Whether you have a fan will like it or not, I'm still influenced. So when I went, thank you so much, when I went to St. Catherine High School, it was a success story.
Nation, that right for now. You see what time on clock, you see what time on clock, we hurry and get the car here. And as usual, my people.